Alright, so we're gonna start off like this. Y'all don't participate. Okay? What do you want for your children? I want you to take a Sharpie, I want you to take a Post-it note, and I want you to write down, what do you want for your children? What do you want? Yes. What is, there you go. Yes. And if you got more, I gave you 2 Post-it notes just for sake of time. If you've got more than that, there's some Post-it notes right here, and you can use those. I can give you some more. Or you can grab the ones all around you. Just use the Post-it notes. Write down what you want. 2, 3, however many things you want to say there. And what you're going to do is, once you get them done, I'm going to actually uncover some topics up here. I want you to come up here and I want you to just put them under that topic if it applies. Huh? Yes, 1 per sticky note. Oh, my bad. 1 per sticky note.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. That is true. I should have designated that.
How many more sticky notes would you have? I need more now.
What do you want for your children? 1 hour sticky note. What do you want for your children? They're like short term, long term. Just what do you want for your children? And I guess sleep all night is a valid response. Oh no. It's like all good. Everybody pretty much got the same down there. Alright, so as you get them, I want you to come up and I want you to put them under, just stick them on the wall. It's okay. Stick them on the wall. If they apply to any of those, if they don't, stick them over here. Okay? So, bring them up, stick them on under the topic that they go under. Categories they fit best. They're not be perfect for you. Turn around. All right, so it's very good. Very good. Now, if you remember kind of where we have been, y'all keep coming, it's all right. Where we've been, we started out talking about the fact that we have a, kind of a problem, if you will, the church and Christianity in general, that we're losing about 70% of young people. When they leave home, they leave the church. We talked about how that, unfortunately, if you look back at past history, that does apply in the Church of Christ. That does apply to Pleasant Valley. And so we said, okay, we know what that problem is. So we asked 2 weeks ago, where do we start? And of course, we talked about the fact that we got to start with ourselves. Parenting starts with us being who we're supposed to be, and then, so now we're at the point of, okay, how do we aim or how do we direct our children? And of course, the next several weeks are the kind of more and more details and getting further and further into the weeds. We started up here and we're going down into the, hopefully the more and more practical things as we So today we're talking about, okay, well, how do we start? Well, now we're talking about ready, aim. And about how we aim our children. Psalm 127, verses 3 and 4. Psalm 127, verses 3 and 4. Somebody will. I tell you what, just go through verse 5. Psalm 127, verses 3 through 5. Somebody read that for us real quick.
Behold, children are inherited from the Lord, the fruit of the womb a reward. Like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of one's youth. Blessed is the man who builds his quiver with them. He shall not be put to shame when he speaks with the enemies in the gate, with his enemies in the gate.
All right, so we get this analogy that Psalms uses. Says, hey, children are like arrows in our hand, and we are to treat. We got to aim them. We got to point them at the target. Okay. Now here's the targets here's what we were saying. Hey, here's what we're shooting at. Right. Think about this. We talked about the fact that 70% of kids leave the church and that type of thing. When I was looking up, okay, well, what do people in general want for their children? The reason I had these three up there is that's what the world says. I saw a lot of lists. I looked up and found several different lists, different websites. But there were three things that seemed to be common. Now, there were always other things that came up. Have a good marriage, those kind of things. But have it better than I did. Be happy. Have a successful career, job, or something they enjoy. A job they enjoy. Those three just kept popping up all the time. And my thought was, well, let's see what we're aiming. What is our goal? What is our aim? What is our mission for our children? And if we realize that I'm aiming at the same things the world is, then no wonder 70% of us are hitting what the world is. Right? If we're not having a different aim, then of course we're going to hit the same target. I asked Jay to bring his an arrow and his target, just to give us that visualization. You think about that idea of a warrior, right? You think about that idea of someone who is, trying to hit someone with a bow and arrow. I don't know if y'all have ever shot a bow and arrow. It's not easy to do that. It's impressive. There was one actually in the center. But no, there's more. But I figure Owen was using your target. Is what happened there. But it's hard to hit in the center. There's a lot of things that can cause it to go off. Well, obviously that analogy is a pretty good one when we're raising our children. So we got to both work on our aim. Because the fact is, what we aim at is what we're going to hit. Nobody ever aimed at the top circle. Well, if nobody ever aimed at the target. That's true too. They always do. But in general, you can't aim over here and expect to hit the target. It's just not going to happen. If I'm aiming this way, it ain't going to go behind me. So where we aim is what we're going to hit. And so we've got to make sure, what are we aiming at? So as Christian parents, all of these, absolutely. I would say all of these are outcomes. If you look at that, they'll being a faithful Christian, they'll having a godly spouse, Christian friends, those are all outcomes. So what are we aiming at? What is the target that we're trying to hit? Here's two passages I want to suggest, or what we got to start thinking about when we think about our purpose, our aim, our mission in raising our children. Turn to Matthew chapter 22. Matthew 22. Somebody, if you will, read verses 37 through 40. So Matthew 22, verses 37 through 40. And then somebody else turned to Matthew 28. We'll read verses 18 through 20. Yes, sir.
Jesus said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. And these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets."
So, when we think about how do I want, or what is my mission in raising my children? What is my goal? What is my aim? Yeah, I want them to become a Christian. I want them to go. But if I get them to love God with all their heart, soul, mind, and strength, guess what? They're going to do these things, right? They're going to do those things. Matthew chapter 28, verses 18 to 20.
Jesus came and said to them, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I'm with you always to the end of the age."
Verse 20 to me is a kind of is a key, or was one of the things I thought about in mission when I said, what is my aim as a parent? In verse 20 again, Brandon says,
Teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you.
yeah. So, what is my goal, my aim, my mission is to get them to love God with all their heart, soul, mind, and strength, teaching them, making them disciples, making them followers of God. Their desire becomes to follow God. And that's got to be our aim. That's got to be our mission. So that's one thing I want you to start thinking about, those two passages. At the end of class, what I want us to do, that's the reason you have this other bigger pad, is I want each family to write their mission statement for parenting. Thinking about these things. And it may take you more than just today. So you take that home where you can write, hey, here's some things I'm thinking about. But because we're going to talk about, why that would be important. But I want you to start thinking about it, because we want to write down what is our mission. What's our aim? What's our goal as parents? And verbalize it. Write it down. So we go, hey, this is what I'm shooting for. This is what I am trying to accomplish. If you're going to do anything, I know when you talk about being successful, and this is physically, obviously, but you start talking about being successful in careers and stuff, it's like, hey, you got to have goals, you got to have aims. Well, guess what? That's just being a person. That's just being a human. If you're going to achieve anything, whether it be physically or spiritually, you've got to aim at it. You got to have a goal. You got to have a purpose, a mission to actually get there, to accomplish it, to have those steps. So, start thinking about that. So, how do you know if you're aiming your kids at God? Here's a big question, right? So, okay, I've started. Pretty much everybody here has either started or has done it, or is way down the path, or maybe you're just starting the path. Okay. What do you think? How do you know? How do you know? I don't know if I'm aiming them at God. Oh, it's a hard question, right? You go, man, I hope so. I hope so. I think one thing we got to take account of is, okay, well, how do I measure success? How am I measuring their success in the things they do? And like, what do I show them is success? Right? Because what I praise them for, what I, make a big deal of, that's success in their mind, right? The things that, I go, and that was awesome. And I build them up and I make it sound like the greatest thing in the world because they did this. That is success. And that's the direction they're going to start going, right? If you're a boss at work, you do a project and, that you took on by yourself, and they're like, man, that was great. When you're looking for projects down that path. I've got a young engineer, and I know some of you will be excited. He's an Alabama engineer, and so y'all are going to hear me actually talk really good about an Alabama engineer. But yeah, but he in his first year, I mean, he took a new program we had, this stuff that I don't understand very well, programming type stuff, computers, and he did some amazing things. And of course, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. We can actually see what we're doing, without it taking weeks to get the information. I mean, it's just boom, it's there, in minutes. And well, guess what? Now he's a little bummed. He's a little bummed because he don't get to work on that stuff all the time. It's like, well, sometimes things break, and we got to worry about the things that are broke. He's like, yeah, but I don't get to. So you can see that same philosophy, though, right? Praise, praise, praise. I want to do that thing because guess what I got when I did? I got a bunch of praise. It works like that with our children. So, how do we define success? Give me somebody. How do you see it around you? How are people measuring the success of their children? You don't have to talk about just specific yourself, but in general, how are we doing it? Yeah, we just did last leaders, and I hope that we are using things like that are spiritually, at least integrated into spiritual things to help give them success and show them this is what success is. Unfortunately, what I typically see is what we get the most excited about, or what we typically use to gauge the success of our children, is a little sheet of paper that they get every 9 weeks, or the test they get, or whatever. However we educate them, we get real excited when there's A's on that report card, right? And I ain't saying we don't. I mean, we do. We reward them for that too. I mean, I think we're like anybody else. You put emphasis on those. Well, guess what? I mean, that's a good thing. It's nothing wrong to want these things for them. That's not what I'm saying. Is that our primary thing? Is that really the only thing we focus on, and the only thing we truly show them that kind of excitement about? The other thing that I see is we get real excited when they're playing something, right? I don't know about y'all, but I do. It about kills me watching mine play tennis because I can't say anything. Of course, the one sport they would pick is the one that I can't say a word. I think that may have been intentional. I don't know. Yeah, all you can do is just clap. Good shot. Then you have to play. So it may have been intentional. Don't know. But we get excited about those things. Well, then guess what that teaches our children? What's it teach them? Well, if I want to make mom and daddy happy, if I want to be successful in their eyes, I've got to be good at this. I know of a couple young ladies, one specifically that plays high school basketball, and guaranteed the only reason she does is because of her dad. It's the only reason. She don't like it. She told others that she really don't want to do it. But she won't quit because, she thinks that's what's important.
A couple of years ago, there was a girl on the softball team in Florida. And whenever she was having a lot of problems, her teammates were having a lot of problems with her. Because whenever she played well and they would lose, she was happy. But if she played bad and they won, she was upset. So obviously, the team members can't relate to that. So they finally approached her about it and asked her, why is this happening? She said, because if I play bad and we win, my parents will talk to me. But if I play good, even though we lose, I'll hear from my parents.
What's it? We teach them, obviously we talked last week a lot about, we teach them by our example, and all that's true. We also teach them about what we focus on for them. What we show them is important to us for what they're doing, And we've got to decide. Are we going to be more excited about them winning the game or how they treated the people they play? I've had to learn that over the last couple of years. Dennis has taught me a lot, actually. At first, I was just like, man, Madison would come on board, we would talk about it, and I would talk about, you gotta do this better. What am I doing? And safe to say, I don't know that it took me until halfway through this year to finally figure it out to say, come off the court and finally say, it was really cool that you were laughing and talking and interacting with that girl, and y'all look like y'all were having a good time. That's a big, what's important? What's important? And I hadn't been doing that for very many matches. I get too serious about it. But we got to show them, what's important. We can teach the wrong lesson, just like grandson of that girl from Florida. I mean, it was all about, the game. And, life is not all about the game. Unfortunately, that's what we show so many times. Is what we encourage them and to participate in, what we encourage them to be excited about, is setting that aim. It's showing them what we really think the target for their life is. The target for my life is to be successful at school, to be successful at this sport, to be successful at whatever you fill in the blank. But is our target, do we show them, at what point in time do we show them that the target of their life is be successful spiritually? We want the outcome, right? We want the outcome, but how are we trying to hit the outcome? We got to show them that the target of their life is more than that sport, more than that good grade, and we'll pick on a couple things that most of the people here are too young for this anyway, but I've seen it over the last 10 years with Bible Bowl. 10 years ago we started, we'd have 6, 8 in our group. And we would go to Bible Bowl, there would be 7 congregations, and there would probably be an average of 10 kids per. They would come here and we would have to plan to have food for 150 plus. Fast forward 10 years, it's gone. We don't do Bible Bowl anymore because we couldn't get people there on Sunday, this was Monday nights, because what was important was the sport, was whatever else they were doing, and being on a team to learn the Bible was a secondary thing. And of course the kids realized, well, it's not really that important for me to be successful at that. They're more, what I'm being directed to, what I'm being pointed to, is something else. But we can see how our focus, even as a church, everything can be crowded if we don't have an intention and an aim and a purpose in our parenting. How are we directing our children toward spiritual things? We've got to get that, because they feed off of our direction, our response to certain things. A similar point, Brandon, to yours. I also know, I said my nephew, he's in high school. He loves to play football. He is 8 up. But you can see my frame. All my brothers are like 4 inches shorter than I am. So you can tell he's not. He's just not have. He doesn't have the genetics to be able to play big time college football. But he is 8 up with to the point. But he's had parents in his life that said, we'll do whatever it takes to help you get a football scholarship. Whatever it takes. Well, why do you think he's ate up with football? That's how mom and dad measure success. And how well you do that and getting that scholarship and that. Then you see this becomes really in his mind. Right now it's football. Later it's going to be what? His careers. This other thing. It's, you know, the things we celebrate, the things we encourage, the things we build up. Yeah, right now it's, you know, name the hobby they're in. But that just changes. It becomes that next physical thing, that next thing, you know, that we measure success by. So let's think about that, and how do we encourage them to be, you know, spiritual? How do we encourage them to not let those things get in the way of the most important thing? Love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Become a follower of God. We got to make sure they understand that when it comes to school, when it comes to, you know, studying, even work, even sport, no matter what it is, sports, all those things, they take a back seat. They take a secondary position. Not that they don't have a part of your life, but they have to take a secondary position to worship, spiritual things, to service. When I've got an opportunity for you to serve, or for, you know, or we got an opportunity to be at worship, do we teach them? Well, yeah, you know, you got this big test in you. So yeah, you know, you gotta study, you gotta do great on that test. Okay. What's gonna happen when they get to college? We show them that on Sunday night, Wednesday night. What does that become for me? What's more important? Mom and Dad want me to make good grades in college. That's more important. Spiritual things become secondary to that. You know, we know as mature adults, and as adults, we know that there are times to provide for our families. Because I've done this too. That, you know, you're working shift, you're working whatever. Well, yeah, but we're not 16-year-old brand new Christians, 16-year-olds who are, you know, 17 that are, you know, working to become Christians. Do we allow them to take jobs or something like that pull them away from church? That pull them, if they don't need it. I mean, if they're, most of us, I would suspect, are fine as far as financial. Our children don't have to work except for them to have spending money, them to be able to do the pleasurable things they want to do. What does that teach? You need to go out and get things that can make you happy to the detriment of the goal, possibly. We got to think about those things. Is it wrong for them to have a job? Well, of course not. Am I wrong to teach them to be a good worker? Well, of course not. We've got to do that. I mean, part of being a Christian says if a man don't provide for his family, he's worse than an unbeliever. Well, we've got to teach them that principle too. But how do we do it in light of our mission, in light of our goal?
Michael, one thing that, in looking at this, one thing that stands out in my mind is growing up and playing sports. When I was a senior in high school, I was looking at colleges as far as playing ball. And, you know, had opportunities to play ball. But the one thing mom and daddy would always say is, you're going to be on the road. You know, you're going to be on the road, and you'll, what will you do about church? What will you do about worship? And that was a huge, I mean, I chose not to play at UNA and not to play because, you know, they had instilled the importance of being with your church family, you know, being involved in a congregation and being connected. And that really stuck with me over the years. It wasn't, you know, Anna, we're so proud of you that you got this, in this altar, it was, well, what are you going to do about church and being away here on the road?
What are you going to do about being a disciple first and foremost? Jim Ringerhoff was campus minister at Auburn when I was there. He used to say this a lot. He would tell us, you're a Christian who happens to be a student at Auburn University. Well, it applies to our children and to us. But if we can instill in them, you are primarily, first and foremost, a follower of God, a Christian, when they become who happens to be, whether it's they're 3, they're 6, they're 12, they're 25, they're 44. If we can establish that mindset, that's the mission. That's the goal. So how do we do it for the next few minutes? How do we do it from a very, hopefully from a practical standpoint? I think there's two big things to me that we have to consider. We have to parent intentionally. And maybe we'll put it, we have to parent intentionally spiritually, or spiritually intentionally. But it's hard to say. But we've got to have that plan and that focus in our minds at all times. Does it mean we're 100% structured? Can we have this? Okay, today we're going to have a discussion on Matthew chapter 5, verses 3. And I'm going to make sure that in all of our conversations, no, that's not what I mean, that you have this plan, this intentional parenting. What I'm talking about is when the opportunities are there, are we there from a spiritual standpoint? Most people call them teachable moments. I'll give you an example. Actually, yesterday, our nieces and nephew were over. We're actually out playing tennis in our driveway. It's hard to do. It's kind of small, but it's interesting. Well, the youngest one, Addie, I'm trying to teach her how to swing a tennis racket. I said, you got to swing from low to high. You got to finish high. And she said, well, kind of like what we want to do. We don't want to stay with the devil. We want to finish with God. And I was like, exactly. And so we took a second to make the analogy of how tennis mimics, the fact that we want to finish our life high, that we want to finish spiritually with God in heaven. And so hopefully from now on, she made it an issue that are you there to reinforce and be ready to say, yeah, here's these, and reinforce that spiritual aspect of life. Hey, even when I'm playing, here's the spiritual thing. So we have to parent intentionally. We've got to take those moments to point them to the power of God in creation. When you're outside and you're playing and they notice something about creation, we got to point them to God. We got to have that focus and that plan to say, you know what, when I have the opportunities, I point them toward the focus. I point them toward the mission, toward my true aim, that what's really important for Chris.
That goes back to teaching your kids, when you get up and you lay down and you're walking, rolling and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Too much time to do it.
And that will be a very big topic for one of our lessons here shortly. So absolutely. Deuteronomy 6, basically 1 through 9. And yeah, absolutely. Those teachable moments have to be awesome. Yes, I'm sure.
Jesus told the apostles, as you are going, go to all the world, as you go, teach, preach. That's the text you're supposed to look at. And I know oftentimes it wasn't a predetermined meeting, but it was as you were going about life, you have this thought in mind to teach people. And that's what I remember from my father vividly. In any situation, we were repairing our kids, playing golf, driving to move somebody and move home. That's when we have our conversations. And I think about Nick and Casey Hill here. They drive 30 minutes each way. And I said, man, that's gotta be frustrating. But Nick said, no, we actually use it as time with our family to sing and pray. I think that was a really cool statement because what could be viewed as a negative, they use it for positive.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's keeping the plan. You look at that, that's a great example of keeping that that aim in mind, of taking those moments that you have and say, we're going to point toward loving and serving God. So now, it's not to be, I'm not saying it's got to be 100% structured, but there's got to be structure. If we're going to parent intentionally, when we have intention, we also have a plan. So there are those times, and obviously there were some of the books I read and just some of the things we do for ourselves, but it talked about, of course, daily devotions. Are we actually sitting down together as family and talking about the Bible? What does this passage mean? How does it apply? Are we praying together? Some other things I know that we do scripture memorization with. Memorize passages and talk about what they mean. How does that actually apply to me? It could be some of the ideas I got from the book was they did missionary adoption. They would get a missionary and they would say, okay, we're going to support this missionary and write back and forth to them and send them, some money to support. It could be supporting the children's home, making sure that you go to some functions like that or visit people, send cards together, write letters to different members in the church together. There's all these different things that are structured, are intentional. If we're going to take time together as a family, not to just throw a ball in the backyard and learn how to bat, we're going to take time to learn how to serve somebody, to go teach and show somebody what truly is important. Yes.
A couple thoughts I wrote down. I feel like kids pick up on what's sincere and what's fake. And I have very little practice in this, but they do. At least my boys do. I never told Jared to lie PK or to want to swing the golf club. But every single day he's gonna make me watch his game of the Go Cats versus Kansas State. And it's Kansas State because I went to last year's NCAA tournament game where Kansas State beat Kentucky.
Yeah.
He remembers that a year in advance. But every time UK beats Kansas State, and he swings his golf club for me every day. It's like, I watch my swing. And I've never told him to like those things, but he sees a sincere love in my life.
Yeah.
Well, he also, he prayed for me yesterday. We were in the living room. He's like, Dad, you sound bad. Let me pray for you. So pray for me. I'm not trying to exalt our home, but that's just a success. Because I deal with doubt a lot, hoping that I'm directing my children towards Christ tomorrow. And that's the hard part. I'm working today to affect them tomorrow. And I don't know how to measure because there really aren't any measurables. It's just a faith and do my best thing.
And I think that's a key. Okay, well, what are the measures? Well,
I was going to ask you how you deal with the doubt, the stress, the anxiety of am I doing what's right?
You're going to have it. I mean, even 17 years into it, I wonder, am I doing this the right way? The key is to try to pick up on those kind of things, and that kind of helps you. Are my spiritual conversations happening? Am I, because everything about the way we pick our conversations with our children, our discipline, our boundaries, etc., all have to come from the goal, from the mission that we're trying to accomplish. And go, do they support my aim as a parent? Well, then as you go, okay, well, am I aiming, am I hitting the mark? Because, well, okay, what do our conversations look like? Do they instigate a spiritual conversation? Do they do something spiritually unexpected? I guess you would say, maybe not unexpected, but you go, oh wow, they did that on their own? Okay. Some days you're going to go, man, am I doing anything right? But then take those days where you go, okay, something's going right. and build that confidence. But point them that way. Share the goal is the second thing. You parent intentionally, and then we'll have to be done. Share the goal. Tell your children what your goal is. My goal is for you to love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. A saying that we have in our house that we use quite a bit: if we miss heaven, we miss it all. It's kind of how we share the goal. If we miss heaven, we miss it all. You know, we're trying to say, hey, what matters is you get heaven. You love, you know, so it's about creating in them their own faith. And I actually really love that phrase because it's kind of twofold. Yeah, it's theirs, but they own it. You know, their own faith, but they own their faith, and that's what we got to try to do. Create, you know, those. So can't do it right now. We got to go to worship, but take one of those sheets, or you get your own sheet of paper. What is your mission? What is your aim as a parent to raise your children? And I'll give you a thought that I had. I thought I wrote it down on here. Yeah, I'll raise my children to be independent, faithful Christian women who love God, His Word, and have a passion to help and His church. I will point them to Jesus by my words, action, and passion to help them develop an even greater passion for Him. That's what I want to try to be as a father. Point them to. They'll hit the outcomes if I give them a passion and a love for God. That's what I want to try to do. All right, thank y'all. Eric's probably looking around.